So we often are conditioned to take these things, as a quick fix. I'll never forget a bus ride that I was on. I used to live in Australia, and I was flying home to the U.S., and we all were going from the international terminal to the domestic terminal, and everybody was tired, and it was a crowded bus. And this mom and her son were sitting across from me, and he had her hand on her, he had his head on her shoulder and was just tired. And he's like, "Mom, my head hurts." And so she dug in her purse, and she's like, getting a pill out to give to him. And he's like, "No, I don't want to take it." And he pushed her hand away, and she, put it in front of him again, "Take this." And he pushed her hand away, and she's like, "Take it." It's just really, everybody's really tired. Now, me, if that was my parents, well, we probably wouldn't have been flying, internationally, but because we came from a very modest background, but they would have said, "Get some water, eat a banana, go outside and play, do whatever," versus, saying, "Here's a pill to fix it." So that was probably 15 years ago. So it really made me realize the big shift towards quick fix, take a pill. And then what are we teaching our kids to do at that point in time?
And especially something that's so temporary. And I apologize to anybody that's watching that has, migraines
right.
Long term.
Different story.
Let's face it, Stacey, we've all probably had a headache at one time in our lives. Right. We don't really need to treat it with a drug. Right. And they've shown over and over, and I know this from a pharmacy standpoint, that you get rebound headaches when you rely on too many drugs. Not all drugs work that way, but a lot of them do. And I think there's just a lot of, kind of what maybe you were getting into, there's a lot of psychological part to it too, that if we just reach to a pill for every quick fix, then we're not going to do what our body needs, which is necessary to respond appropriately and adapt appropriately.